Alright, so the next step in learning about value, we're going to practice drawing forms. So I uploaded this file of this picture of how to draw these forms on Canvas, so you can look at this if you ever forget. When you are done following along with me and doing a still life picture that I put on Canvas, then you will turn both this practice and the still life picture into Canvas. There's two ways to do it. The first way, so number 2 pencil, is to first draw a square and to pick 3 corners with diagonal lines, and then you connect them with straight lines up and down and a straight line across. Okay? Then the second way is to draw a straight line down that comes down low, and then you draw 2 diagonal lines going both directions. Mine's more of a thin. And then I take these lines and I cross them and see where they meet. Erase the extra. I'm drawing pretty lightly so I can still erase. This is very important. Okay, so once I draw my cubes, we have to add a value to show that there is light present and there are shadows. So we're gonna pick a direction. So I'm gonna pick this direction to be my light source. You're copying this down with me. And so if my light is over here, that means my shadows will be on the opposite side. So this will be my darkest side. So let me sign my pencil, get it dark. Okay, then the top will be the lightest because the light is shining down and from the right. So this will be the lightest value. And then this will be the medium in between gray. Okay, so we're still missing one more thing, and I'm not gonna smudge. You can smudge with your tissue or anything. We need a table shadow. So your table shadow comes out from the same side as the dark side. If the light is on the right, your shadow's on the left. And then this will be a value scale, sort of, going from dark and then gradually getting lighter as it gets further away. You can erase a little bit if it's too dark. Okay, so there's my shadow. Then I'll do the same thing to this one. So this time I'm gonna do a light source from this direction, meaning this side is really dark because the light is on the left, so my shadows are on the right. And light on top. Often when your objects are really tall, your shadows are going to be really tall. So it's kind of a reflection of whatever shape this side is, that is the shape of the shadow. Remember, these are forms, not shapes. Forms have sides, tops, and widths. Shapes are flat. So 3D, shapes are 2D. Next shape we're going to do is a pyramid. And to draw a pyramid, straight line down, 2 diagonals, and then you connect them to the corners. Okay, same thing, pick a light source direction. This will be the dark side because it's on the opposite side of the light. This gray. Okay, then shadow would be more of a triangular because this gets skinny at top, so shadow will also get skinny. Okay, so the first three. All right, so the next one is a cylinder. And to draw a cylinder, you start with a oval top, 2 straight lines down on both sides, and a curved bottom. Then you choose your light source direction. And if the light is on the left, my darks are going to be on the right. Remember your cross contour. So this is a round surface, so my pencil should be going in round motions as well. Just to accent and show that it's 3-dimensional and this is not flat, it's round. So I'm going to start with my darks and I gradually work towards this side of light. And because the light is up here, this is the furthest place from the light, so the bottom might actually have a little bit of darkness to it, working its way around. And I might erase a little bit. Okay, and then the top is light. Pencil is running out of fuel. And it might also get a little bit dark to light because this is the furthest edge. Okay, and then we have our shadow. So it starts from the edges and wraps around. Dark bottom. And gets lighter, so relieve pressure from your hand. And gets lighter this way. Then the last one we have is a sphere. Now a sphere looks like a shape, but will become a form when we add value. So I'm going to draw a circle. Pick left side, light. And if the light's up here, there's going to be a hot spot of where there is pure white because the light hits there the hardest. So then I wrap around the bottom for darks. And I gradually work towards this really light spot with my sphere, gradually relieving pressure. Same thing, I'm doing the curved motions with my pencil because it is round. I might erase a little bit. Okay, and then my shadow is small, so I just go where I barely think it touches the table, and it's the very skinny bottom of the sphere. So light's here, shadows on the right, always opposite. Okay, the last step is that things are not outlined in black lines. So this pencil's not outlined. You don't see outlines like in cartoons. There's no outlines around this. There's no outlines around my phone cover. Things don't have outlines. So the last step is to erase your outline. So go back to all these forms, and what will happen is all that you have left are the values. Now if you cannot see a side after you erase the outlines, then you need to add more value there. So I may need to add a little bit back to this cylinder, just so I can see that edge. I'm going to erase the outlines of my cube. You don't see this. You are not outlined in black. Things realistically in drawings do not have outlines. This is also why you draw very light. Pyramid, no outline. Erase, erase, erase. Even the shadows. No outlines on shadows. Okay, and that is it. Move on to your still lifes. Look at the directions for those.